Beautiful 9211 coming at you with another video. Today is the 11th, Wednesday, 2022. And I promised people on the Discord that I would make a video concerning Ghosts from the Past 2 and what's going on with Yu-Gi-Oh! Currently. So obviously, if you have noticed the market for the last week or so, all of a sudden the prices plummet down, like on Ghosts from the Past, even on the Ghost Rares. A lot of the cards were estimated to be over $1,000, like the Dark Magician Girl and whatnot, and they just plummet down to, excuse me, as cheap as like $290 is the cheapest I've seen. I've heard of cheaper prices, and then the price that's varying right now is around $380. So that's something that you have to consider. Also, all the other cards, like Aluber and all the cards, they also plummeted. They started at 45, then 40, then 30, and then they cut, believe it or not, 50% off. At some point, they were $15 a card, $20. So it's probably the correct time to invest. You know, people ask me and they want to know from my channel what is going on, whether it is online I'm selling or locals, Discord, or even the channel. People want to know what the heck is going on. Why is the market so low? And I always tell people, even the people in my Discord, which is a small group, the DMA members. So basically, I tell them don't buy cards a specific month, to wait. And, you know, luckily, almost all the people, like almost 100% of the people listen. And the cards are just dollar cards now. A lot of the cards, they would have spent $200-300. And because I give them that advice, now they don't spend any. And then plus now the cards are super cheap. So I don't know how much more they'll plummet. But I mean, they're already reaching bottom end. Like, they shouldn't be able to go cheaper than that. So if you're planning on buying anything from Ghosts from the Past, it's probably the correct time. The price will go up. And like I said, people ask me what's going on, and you have to look at outside of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not the world. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just a game. The overall market, the stock market, the cryptography, overall in general, like the Bitcoin and whatnot, and everything is plummeting. Everything's going down. There's a lot of stock market that's down. You know, in some areas, the home values are down. A lot of things are down. It's not just Yu-Gi-Oh! So all of that with some of the economy and all of it contributes. It contributes to it. People don't think that, like, people try to figure out because they're looking at Yu-Gi-Oh! Like their whole world is Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's fine. You know, some of the people are young, but some of the people are adults. And they look outside of Yu-Gi-Oh! And they already know. You know, like for example, me. So I don't wait. I'm not surprised. I don't wait to see something I already know. You know, all of my close friends that I have, I also advise them always. Like whenever I make a move and I know that it's a good move, I tell them like, hey, don't buy right now. Buy right now. Or when I'm gonna sell, I say, hey, it's time to sell, or don't sell, or sell at this price. This is the price, and basically you beat the market, you beat everything, which means you win, and the market loses. But a lot of people, they're just doing things off of popularity, and that's the wrong way to do things. So that's why on my channel, like I said, if you don't want to subscribe, if you don't want to follow, that's fine, but you can still watch the videos. I make them oriented for everyone that exists, not just the group, but obviously the group is the one that's taking advantage. So like I had said before, you know, there's a lot of cards that are going to get reprints. There's cards you should get already. And the market is kind of keep going down for some cards, and other cards are kind of slowly, gradually going up. And people don't know what to do. And like I said, in my opinion, when cards are cheap, buy them. They'll eventually go up. The time that I was actually surprised, but not so much because I didn't buy anything, was Brothers of Legends. what is it, like 4 or 5 months ago or more? Maybe like 6, 7 months ago, something like that. Um, so I ended up buying some 89, I think number 89, and I'm trying to remember the Timaeus Dragon, the Dragon of Destiny. The Dragon of Destiny were like $5 a card, and I know they gotten up to 8 to 10 to $12. But I mean, the number 89, I think I bought them for like $10, $14. But in reality, currently those cards are sitting at somewhere anywhere from $5 to $8. You can get them for cheaper, but some of them are damaged. I know because my friend got some for like $4 a card, and then they ended up being scuffed or whatever. But that's one of those cards that was given to first place. It was either regional or the YCS champion for Dark Magician. I don't remember which one. Um, and what do I mean for the Dark Magician? Because that card was oriented towards Dark Magician to level sevens, and then you can target monsters in their extra deck, and then from the top of the deck and remove them. So that card used to be like a $2,000 card, but I mean, um, now that it's reprinted, you could probably find it as cheap as $2 or whatnot. There's a lot of cards that lose value. So somebody may be like, haha, you lost, I don't know, $8 or whatever. Not really. Um, not really. Some of the cards I give away and I make it on something else, it doesn't matter because a lot of people think that I'm spending money from my own money. I'm not. That's a lie. And I've said this many times, that's the difference between the rich and the poor. The rich spend from their money that they work. The rich don't spend any of their money. It's all saved. It's all invested. So the question is, how are they buying stuff with the cash flow? Don't know what cash flow is? Go look it up in a dictionary. So no matter what, you never lose. Everything you're doing is for free. You're not using your money. The own money is working on its own, and it's buying everything, but not from your pocket. You're not spending any penny. And people don't believe me, but when the year ends, I spend $0 in Yu-Gi-Oh. And like I said, it doesn't matter if you believe me, but I'm telling you, you have to be aware, you have to be conscious, you have to be careful. A lot of people spending 1,000, and this is a low. This is someone who spends a little. Like, people don't understand. People who actually spend normal somewhere around 10,000 per year in Yu-Gi-Oh. And you might be wondering who's making that kind of money. It's the people who work, because a lot of the people who work, they live either with their parents or they live in an apartment with what's it called, with friends. They're all together paying an apartment with friends, so all their extra money, they're just blowing it on whatever they want to be happy, and over time that can be disastrous. So I'm basically just letting you guys know, be careful with the market. You should have already known from Brothers of Legends, things are not what they seem. You want to buy at a low price and then resell at the correct time. So yeah, so having that said, yeah, and then also keep in mind that the Dragoons are coming out. I've been selling several Dragoons, some of them Gen Met, some of them are not so Gen Met. I wouldn't say damaged, but used. And right now the sales are averaging somewhere around $120 to $170 per Dragoon is what's being sold. And that's the income that or price that you're getting for them. I should know. So depending if it's Gem and Perfect, because people are PSAing them, and the other group just wants it for their deck. Some people are getting them for $90, $100, but you know what? They already know they're scuffed. They already know they're damaged. So you might think you're getting a bargain, but some of these cards, when you resell them, you won't get the same amount, so you lose money. You have to end up selling it for 80, so you lost 20. That's why a lot of people try to explain to me, but I'm like, why are you trying to explain to me? You're the one that needs help. Yeah, and buying the cards at the wrong time. So then, having that said, I like I said, I kept my promise that I was gonna cover the Ghost from the Past 2 and explain to people. And there's gonna be more cards that are gonna be printed, and obviously Yu-Gi-Oh's gonna be hurt for a while um, with product, and that's why ever since what's it called 2020, like people don't understand the basics. Since 2020, a lot of market crashed. A lot of game places they were making money because people were playing games at their house. They couldn't go outdoors, so that's the time where the market decided to make money. That's the time where they made reprints that nobody had never seen. If there had been no COVID, none of those cards would have been common. Like, for example, the Alba Strike, and every other card that's getting a reprint, because these companies don't want to shut down. They don't want to file bankruptcy. So people think, here's a naive thought of people that don't understand the basics. They think, why is this company closing? Because it made 60 million this last year. Why is it closing? People can't figure it out. That's because you don't know how a business works. So a business can never make the same amount of money the same year. People don't know that. Like, I'm telling you this right now, and to people it's like, what? What are you talking about? They never heard of that. That is like common knowledge. That's not even special secret knowledge or anything like that. That's just like common knowledge. It just shows how ignorant people are. If a company is out for 30 years and the company is making the same year 2 years in a row, that's considered bankruptcy because they're no longer making more. So companies, let's say a company starts and the company makes 5 million. Guess what? Next year they want to make 6 million, 7 million, 8 million, 9 million, 10 million. Like that. They always want to gain their profit back or hit the margin of last year and hit a bonus. That's the way that companies work. If the company doesn't, if there's a year where it either goes backwards or makes the same, that's when there's a negotiation for bankruptcy. It doesn't necessarily mean they're broke. It just means the company can't squeeze any more money and it's no longer profitable. And that's the way a business works. So then the people out here, either in the US or wherever you're from, they're left wondering, why did the company close if they were making a lot of money? And I've answered your question. That's the reality. So Yu-Gi-Oh, they're gonna find a way to make money. So during the COVID, they had already planned out all these reprints. They already planned out all these boxes. They already had planned out the tins. They planned out Master Duel. They had planned out everything. Everything's already planned out for them. In case there's another pandemic, they're still gonna win money. In case there's another pandemic, everyone's buying. Because they don't want to produce a box set and no one buys it. Like maybe only 1,000 units. I know it sounds funny, but maybe let's say only 1,000,000 units sell worldwide. That's not good for them. They need to hit, I don't know how many boxes is for them is good. It could be 5 million and up. I don't know, but there's people who buy a lot of boxes. Like here where I live, there's at least 6 big stores that sell it, and that doesn't even include the Walmart. So what do I mean by big? Like big retailers, big companies that sell a lot of it. Like they can order up to 4 cases at a time and sell them. And then like Ghost from the Past, you have what is it, like 6 or 8 or sometimes even 10 of those cases inside the whole box case when you order it. So then when you open them up, you have 5 individual packs inside of it, and then when you pull it out, in the past it's had 3. The current one, I don't remember if it has 4 or 5, but also the profit margin, you have to look at all that. Like, what's the profit margin for a Ghost? Some people open the whole case and don't get nothing, the whole entire case. Some people open the singles and get it, so it depends on luck. But I always tell people it's better to buy the singles when things are looking grim, like when things are not doing well. Because to be honest with you, I buy all the singles and they just cost me dollars. Like sometimes I don't even spend more than 30 and I have the whole set. And other people, they buy like the entire box, or like the Ghost from the Past, they have to buy everything. and they don't get what they want. And that's the problem. That's why my channel I don't open a lot of boxes. Here and there I'll buy one, but I give most of it away. I sell here at my locals, and then on the online, some of the things are given away. But that's pretty much it, you guys. Any other questions or concerns you have regarding the market or how it works, or your concern or whatever the case, feel free to ask. Um, and then also remember that Dragoon's coming up pretty soon, and I'll be having some on my channel. So, with that having been said, a dark magic attack.